Let's see. Lachlan. Doug Smith. Doug Smith, Temple South. Who could that be? Can we look and see if we have a Doug Smith? A lot of missing people today. So welcome to the Temple Municipal Court. I'm actually going to repeat myself a few times this morning because I'm watching as people's audio connects. I actually can see everyone in the meeting on my screen. I'm not entirely sure you can, but anyway, I just welcome everybody to the Temple Municipal Court. My name is Judge Person. I do want to make some brief announcements and also let people know we are actually working 2 dockets. And those dockets include a pretrial docket, which is a meeting that you have with, yeah, I know Miss Richmond can't, I mean, what am I supposed to say, Miss Richmond? You can't hear us. She's unable, I will type to her. The audio is not connected. Okay, so I do want to just let everybody know a few things before we get started. When you are given a ticket or issued a citation, those are all methods that we have under the law for accusing someone. That's what a ticket is. It's an accusation. And when you give a plea, you're giving an answer or a response to that accusation. There are 3 options for entering a plea: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. If you plead guilty, you're saying, I did it, okay? If you plead no contest, you're allowing the court to find you guilty, but without admitting or denying it. You're moving into sentencing. If you plead not guilty, you're contesting the charge and asking that the state prove that case against you. And in that event, we're moving that case through a trial process, which includes a pretrial today, an in-court pretrial, and then a trial. And that's just, we're following the law. So those who are here pleading not guilty, and there are a couple of folks doing that, there's actually going to be a breakout room here in a moment. And what will happen is that you can talk to Mr. Matson, who is the city's prosecutor, and he represents the state. He does not represent you. But, you know, I'm looking at that case and asking both of you to look strongly at your case, see if you want to work that case out and not go to trial. I'm asking him to review his case and make sure he feels like he can bring that case forward. And I expect everybody to just do that in earnest. So I will go ahead and just let you know a few things. So what happens then is that, what happens at that point is I'll break you out into a separate room because I'm not supposed to be part of that conversation. And then you'll come back from that room and let me know, everybody's going to let me know where the direction the case is heading, at least so that we can docket it properly. Folks who have pleaded guilty or no contest or who already have a sentence, I'm going to be working on that with you. And the way that will work is I'll just review the file with you and tell you where I think you are and see if we can get you, you know, on track or address the concerns. Or in some cases, we're just moving towards sentencing. So as I said, there are 3 options for pleading. If you plead not guilty, and I've described you're heading toward trial, if you plead guilty or no contest, I'm moving that case forward with sentencing. Normally, when you plead guilty or no contest, you're found guilty, you pay the fines and costs. There are some exceptions along the way that I want to highlight, in particular, how you get cases dismissed. So you can have a case dismissed through compliance. You can have a case dismissed. I'm sorry, I'm having just a little technical difficulty. I had someone having really a difficult time with their technology this morning. So, so if you you can have a case dismissed through compliance, through a driver safety course option, through deferred dispositions, and through teen court. Compliance dismissals are things that can be brought up to date and dismissed. That would include something like your tires are bald, you're stopped for that offense, you're ticketed. You come to court on time with proof that you fixed the problem. We put that in our file and you pay a $10 dismissal fee. Okay, so that's a real easy example. There's about 12 of those in the traffic code. What you can expect, and I don't really see any of those on the docket today, but if there are any, I will walk you through them. You can ask me about them. You're welcome to ask questions about it. But I probably, I'm not going to go into all the details on things that may not even be relevant for the morning, but I will walk you through those, okay? The second option for dismissal is a driver safety course option, which will keep the item off your record and help you save some money. The way that works is every ticket has a court cost and a fine. And when you come to the window, you are given the whole number. But if you break it down, it can be court costs and fines. Court costs are set by the Texas legislature, and I cannot change them. The fine is set by yours truly. I'm the judge of the court. So what happens is that if you sign up for the driver safety course option, you pay the court cost, the fine will go on hold. And if you turn in your driving record and your driving course, the right record and the right course on time, you get your case dismissed and the fine will get waived. And it will be less expensive to pay the court costs, pay for the class, and pay for the driving record and turn it all in on time than it would be to pay the whole ticket, because the driving safety program is really about driving safety. And the goal is to get folks to drive more safely. And the reality is, statistically, when you receive a citation in Texas, what we know is that your odds of having an accident or getting injured in an accident go way up. You move into the highest bracket for death and dismemberment on the roadway. And Texas, in many instances, is the #1 state. So just be aware, it is incentivized for a reason. That is number 2. The third option for doing a dismissal is to do a deferred disposition. And a deferred disposition is actually, it's a little bit like a probation looking thing. It's not technically called probation, and it is not probation, but you're on a good behavior period. And we put everything you need to do in a list, and that's called a court order. You sign it by agreement. Sometimes the prosecutor signs it. I always sign it or don't sign it. It depends on if I'm approving it. But if I've approved it and I sign it, then that becomes the list of things that you do to gain a dismissal. We have to sort out fines and costs and how those are going to get resolved. Sometimes there's a class or a record or a certification that we need, or a document, and those have to be met. There'll be deadlines and you have to meet them, okay? But if you get them done, you get a dismissal, and it's a known outcome. So it is an option. Now, the way that one works, the first two, I kind of walk you through the process. On the deferred disposition, you're required to make that as a specific request yourself. So how that looks is just guilty or no contest. I'd like a deferred. It's very simple. If you didn't follow all of that, just say, I will talk to you about the deferral process, but be sure and ask me about deferred, okay? So that's the third option. And the fourth is if you are in high school or below and you are qualified to be in the teen court program, okay? And that includes folks enrolled in a GED program as well. Okay, so I'm going to move everyone forward. The first person on your docket, Mr. Matson, is Donna Laughlin. And Ms. Laughlin, I'm going to move your case forward. That is a meeting with Mr. Matson. And I'm just looking for there you are. I'm going to send you on over to that meeting space. It'll pull you over there, and then you'll come back in this room when you're done. Mr. Matson, yours should have gone as well. And then the next thing I want to do quickly is, and Ms. Richmond, I saw you come in and out, and now your audio is resolved. I was typing to you, and you're doing this, and I'm saying, yeah, but I can't answer. I can't tell you. So I sent a text, but some people's system isn't necessarily picking that up. So I'm glad you got it all resolved. You didn't lose your place in line, but I'm glad with disconnecting and reconnecting that it worked a little bit better. And I saw when you came in the first time, so I've got you logged in at the right time. I have a couple of people I can't identify, and there's a lady, and she's talking to someone, but she's on an iPhone. I just asked you to unmute, and if you could tell me your name. There you go. Yes,
Oh,
good morning.
sorry. Rosa Garza?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Garza. Let's see. And I'll look, is it your case?
Yes.
Okay, forgive me, but what is your date of birth?
8/21/59.
Okay, I don't have you on my docket, but a clerk is already working on it and we'll figure out what's going on, okay?
Okay.
All right. And then I'm gonna mute you and I'll be back with you though, okay?
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you. And then there is actually another person named iPhone, and I've asked you to unmute that person. And please tell me your name. Hello?
Hello, Shatara Hopkins.
Okay, I do. I remember seeing your name. Yes, you're on the docket for today. I'm going to go ahead and change the name on the screen to your name. I won't change it permanently in case you're using somebody else's device. That's fine. But Ms. Hopkins, I did ask you several times to get on screen. Are you able to do that?
I'm at work, so my boss let me go in the break room. So if that's, do you need to see my face?
At some point I will when it's your turn, okay?
Okay, I'll turn the camera on when it's my turn.
Okay, I usually ask people to do so. It's kind of like court because like if you were in court, you wouldn't be able to just hide under the bleacher. So I do conduct this as normal court. And I kind of need to confirm you're who, you wouldn't want someone to come in and talk to me about your case that is not you. So
okay, yes, ma'am. I'm gonna go to my car right now, and when I get to my car, I turn my camera on.
Okay, no rush. You're the third person that I will be getting to. So and then I have someone named Doug Smith, Temple South. So just if you could tell me your name, I know you're not Doug because I actually know.
No, my name is Julie Swansea.
Okay, thank you, Miss Swansea. Let's see. And another one, I don't have you on my docket, but I will figure out why.
Does it say Julie Fuller Swansea?
Oh, Fuller Swansea. Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. You are here.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. It helps because I'm trying to pull the right files and be ready. And like with Ms. Rosa Garza, yes. Okay, when is it due? Okay, and let me see her notes real quickly. Did she turn in a record or anything? Is there some kind of question? They sent her a link somehow. I don't know why they did that. Only show cause with correct date mailed out. Okay, Ms. Garza, just real quickly, I don't, what my notes are indicating is you're signed up for a driver safety course option.
Yeah.
And your driving record and your driving course would be due August 14th.
Oh.
And I think we mailed that to you. We mailed it to you.
Oh, because I did nothing on that. And that's the only letter I got, that I had a court today. I said, oh, wow. Okay.
That's strange because I don't even show that, but you're in here. So I know that you got that. Let's see. We sent everything over to you May 16th with your deadlines and everything. If you don't receive that in the next couple of days, I would suggest come by the court when you have a moment and we can print that out for you. Okay.
Okay. I live
out
of town. I live over here in Dallas.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The email that you're on right now.
My email?
Yes, is it Garza Rosa at Hotmail?
Garza Rosy, R-O-S-Y. Yes.
R-O-S-Y?
Yes. Garza
okay.
Rosy.
I would explain. Okay, G-A-R-Z-A-R-O-S-Y.
Yes.
Okay, we'll email you those documents, okay? But you don't need to be in the meeting today.
Okay.
Okay, but if you don't receive that email in the next hour, call and check on it. The clerk can help you get it connected. We had your email entered Rosa instead of Rosie.
Okay.
So,
And I was
yeah.
gonna ask you, like the safety course, how am I gonna do it? Do I have to go in person or?
You can go online or in person. Just make sure it's a 6-hour course approved for ticket dismissal in Texas. And that's something you work out with the provider that you choose. The information we're emailing to you gives you some tips about how to find a course that's approved. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're good. Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, that shortens the morning. I'm going to start with Eric Dawson. Mr. Dawson, if you could unmute. And good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, ma'am.
How are you today?
I'm blessed. Thank you.
Good. I reviewed your file earlier this morning and I just had a few questions and
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So right now what I have, I'm just going to give you the summary first and then I'm going to listen. Is a no driver's license charge. It dates back to 2016. It's gone to what is called a capias, which is a type of warrant for non-completion of a court order.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I did see your income and your expenses. It looks like you're living with, are you living with a partner or are you living with
A friend.
okay, a friend. Okay.
Yes,
You put F and I was like,
Yes, ma'am.
because it says relationship. And so I was trying to figure out, and then I looked on the person's your age and I'm like, that is not your dad. And so it's not father. And I don't know, like the light bulb just did not come on for me. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
I apologize for that. But
It's okay.
and so that's fine. Do you have any other bills or expenses than what you listed here on your form? I think you did it 2 days ago. It's pretty fresh and current. It's like rent,
Yes, ma'am.
$30 and phone, but I didn't see anything for, I see you get some food stamps.
Yes, ma'am.
Certainly not enough to cover all the needs of food.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why I was kind of wondering, is that a father? And then I realized it couldn't be. And I was trying to sort out if it was someone who might be paying for things like food.
Yes, ma'am. What I do, I've been helping out my uncle and my auntie, and they've been out on the street ever since my mother passed, and I'm just now getting back from Dallas. I had a grandmother pass, so I had to go and help them a lot. So I've been there for about 2 or 3 years, and I came back, and so I have to handle all my stuff I needed to handle if I got a warrant or whatever. Because I'm trying to get a house for them because they have nowhere to go, and I'm trying to get stable down here so I can so they can come home because they have nobody to look out for them or nothing. So I'm just trying to give them anything that I have as far as tickets or anything is going to get it out the way. And
Sure.
so,
It's just, I know you have limited income and you request a payment plan.
yeah, yes, ma'am.
But I'm seeing that you could do it, but it's going to take a little while. Are you
Yes,
able to put anything like a down payment down, or is that? I mean, you've been helping family. Is it a possibility?
Well, on the first and the third, I get a check on the first and the third. And I'll be able to do it. Anything that comes on the first or third, I can be able to take care of all of my bills.
Okay. On the third, can you pay $30 as a minimum?
Yes, ma'am. I surely can.
Okay. Can you come by and just sign a payment plan for that
Sure.
so that I can get your warrant off and get you
Yes, ma'am.
going?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to also do some income. Mr. Dawson, I'm going to go ahead also and do a reduction on your case just based on your income and bill ratio.
Thank you.
So that will be done. When are you coming in, this morning or this afternoon?
This morning I'll come.
Okay, no rush. Okay, but I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
want to get that reduction done before you come sign.
Yes, ma'am.
And once you sign, I'll turn your warrants off. The
Thank
temple
you.
court is a safe harbor. You will, if you're coming in to resolve things, you won't
Yes,
be
ma'am.
arrested for coming. Okay?
Thank you, because I
Yeah.
have to go to the police office and get my and get a report so I can get my ID and my birth certificate and all
Right.
that good stuff.
So
Yes.
after you sign today, your warrants will go off.
Cool.
And I normally, it should be automatic, but I always tell people, just because I'm sometimes suspicious of technology,
Yes, ma'am.
I just tell people, listen, give it a day.
Yes, ma'am.
To clear up before you're out and about,
Okay.
and always drive lawfully. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, I'll have that ready for you when you get here. The
Okay.
sooner you can Now the warrant release allows you to get an ID,
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
but it doesn't clear your license. And I do believe I have a hold on your license. I'm just checking that. Yes. And so just take the fines to $10.90. So the sooner you get this paid, the faster I can release the DL. Okay.
Okay, cool, cool. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so I'm just going to put a note.
Oh, Judge, I thank you, man. Thank you. I'm gonna, oh, big
Yeah.
load.
Well, it is a stress when people have a warrant. And,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know, honestly, I didn't ask you this. I should have. I normally ask this of everyone. So please do not feel like it's directed at you personally, but do you have any jail credit that I could take into account?
I don't think so because I haven't been in
That's
jail.
a good thing that you don't, but
Yes, ma'am.
when people do, I just, I like to go ahead and see if I can ease some of the burden that way.
Well,
Okay.
I have been volunteering at St. Vincent for Paul. I'm going back because I like to help people with the giving food and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's a good food program in our community. It sure
Yes,
is.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Well, that sort of makes me rethink to what is the total? Oh, we have to ask. Okay. We'll have a total for you at the counter.
Okay.
But if this becomes a burden, drop me a note and let's talk further. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I was just talking to a clerk.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dawson. We'll see you later this morning. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless. Thank you.
Two.
All right.
Two. Okay, so Mr. Matson, I know that you were talking with Ms. Laughlin, and I see her back in the room as well. So where are we with regard to the speeding charge from April 26th?
Your Honor, Ms. Laughlin is requesting trial and has
Okay.
also requested discovery in this case.
Okay, so what we'll do is at the next pretrial, which is live, that's when we're doing discovery. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Laughlin, we're going to schedule the release of the discovery on June 15th at 1. Oftentimes there's video and things like that for you to view in the courtroom. So that's going to be live here at the courtroom. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you then.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too. Okay. And so Mr. Matson, hold on. Let me just make a note. I'm moving you forward, and your next person is Michael Capone. And I think he's still here. Yes, there he is. And so, Mr. Capone, you're going to actually be moved over to that meeting, and at the end, you'll come back over here. We'll see you soon.
Good.
Thank you. Mr. Matson will meet you there. And he went on over. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And while I'm sitting here talking to people, and I don't see them, but I'm just making sure they're not with another person. Jacqueline Clifford, do you happen to be here? And also Jessica Irwin, you happen to be here? Okay, they're not here, and that subjects people to warrant. Tanisha Richmond? Okay, well, that's just, she can use a telephone. So I don't know why, if she can't, just tell them to see if she has a telephone to call the number and to give her the number, because we're almost at the end of that particular meeting. Miss Richmond, can you unmute?
I'm here. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm just pulling up your file. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. So where this is for me, we've got KPSs for non-completion of a court order. And
Yeah.
I was showing that you had, you're at the Temple Kidney Center. Is that still your position?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then you have just the son living with you, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. Are you the only income to the home?
Yes.
Okay. And you had requested a payment plan of $200 a month, which I see that you could do that. I don't mind approving that at all. Are you able to start that today?
I can start next week when I get paid. I'm
Okay.
trying to get my stuff together. I done had these tickets before I had a son, and I don't need the warrants on me, and I got a baby, and I get pulled up, go to jail, and I don't have nobody to keep my baby.
I completely agree with you. Let's get that. Make that happen. You said next week you're getting paid what day?
It's Friday.
So the 27th?
Yes.
Okay. And then the next thing is that like every 2 weeks you're paid then?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I would say. We could do $75 every 2 weeks. After next Friday, you'll pay $200. And then every 2 weeks, a minimum of $75. If you want to pay more, you're just going to get it done faster. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I do have a hold on your license.
Yeah.
The hold on the license doesn't go away till the balance is completed. And the balance here is not insubstantial. So when you come to the counter to sign today, I need to get your signature today so that I can recall your warrants. You'll want to take a look at that and see how you want, you can fast track it. In other words, I'm scheduling you for a minimum so that you don't go back to warrant. But if you pay more, you're just going to get done faster. There's not going to be a penalty or anything like that. Okay.
Okay.
The other thing is today when you sign, I'll recall your warrants. So that's signature. So the part about just getting an ID, you can do that. Okay. So that's kind of how that works. Okay. Recall warrants. So again, $200. You're signing today. $200 on the 27th, and then at least $75 every 2 weeks after that.
Okay.
And my question is, are you coming in this morning or this afternoon?
Probably this afternoon.
Okay. So we'll have that all at the front desk. It shouldn't take you very long.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions, Ms. Richmond?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Mr. Matson, I know you were talking with Mr. Capone, and I think there he is. And so where are we with regard to this matter on the insurance charge?
Your Honor, Mr. Capone has submitted insurance to the court, so I'll be filing a dismissal
Okay.
here shortly.
Okay. So you'll send that over.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Capone, what's going to happen now is once he sends that to me, I will go ahead and sign the dismissal, and then we'll email it to you. Do you have an email on file that we used for this meeting? Is that where we sent the? Okay, we'll just use that to send you a copy. Okay.
Thank you so very much.
All right. Thank you. You're actually good to go.
All right. Good morning. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too. And so actually, Mr. Matson, the defendant, Miss Clifford, I believe was that was calling. Oh, okay. Right. What was her name? Oh, Roshi. All right. I thought one of your folks was here, but they are not. It's not who I thought it was. So I do not. I called for Clifford and I called for Irwin and I got no response. They're not like in a group with somebody else. So you are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And I think on the phone, I actually have this brochure. Can you unmute? Miss Brochu, I just let you in on a telephone call. Is that you? Or phone caller? Can you unmute? There we go.
Yes.
Is that Miss
Yes,
Brochu?
ma'am. I'm out here. Thank you.
Okay, yes, you're welcome. So give us a few minutes. I'll get to you, okay? Just listen for your name, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
When I
Yes,
call
ma'am.
your name, I'll ask you to unmute once more, all right?
Okay. All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And so Miss Hopkins, if you could unmute and let me get you on the screen. Shatira Hopkins, can you unmute? Okay, I'll come back to you because I'm not, oh, well, maybe we're getting somewhere. You've unmuted. Great. Can I see you? Miss Hopkins? Hi. I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. I've got my volume all the way up, so maybe you could check
Okay,
yours.
can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. So,
Okay.
okay, so we had asked for a new financial application or affidavit a couple days ago, and we never got it. And I don't have enough information on what you provided, so maybe I'll just walk you through what I need, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so where are you working?
I'm working at this company called Best Right.
Okay. And what is your position there?
I'm a table assembly.
Okay. All right. You're on a line. You kind of mentioned that. So I was trying to make it out. And then like when you're paid, how long have you been working there?
For like 2 months.
Okay. So and also when you're paid, what day of the week are you paid?
Tuesdays.
Okay. Is it every Tuesday or every other Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Okay. And what does your paycheck look like?
After taxes, like $400 or something.
Okay. And Social Security that you listed on your form, is that yours or a member of your home?
A member of my home, my
Okay.
son.
Okay. And there was disability also listed. Is that a member of your home?
Yes,
Okay. And then you listed child support. Is that something you're paying or that is coming to you?
it's coming to me. I believe he's just stopped working because I haven't received child support like in like 3 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that was going to be my next question is, are you actually? So that's another issue. Do you know how to reach the Attorney General to get some help making that happen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because, yeah, that's important. And for your children. And definitely with the Attorney General, they're overworked and underpaid. So it's good to kind of be a squeaky wheel, push them the way that you're allowed to. And do you receive any assistance like food stamps?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. All right. This all helps me. Are you the only person paying rent to your home?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the 4 children.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you applied for food stamps?
No, not since probably like a couple of months. Cause I was receiving them, then my case closed, and I just didn't have time to go back up there to renew them.
Okay. When you were receiving them, what was it like? What were you receiving?
It was like 500 and something.
It would be good maybe to do that, especially if
Yes,
child support. I just want to
yes,
encourage you because sometimes people think they shouldn't, but that's what it's for. It's to help people who need that help. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Let me review your cases. There's a speeding charge from October 24th of 2020. It's actually in warrant and the balance is at $499.20 just due to that passage of time. And I have a no contest plea that you've entered. And I want to confirm, is that your plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there's no insurance charge from the same stop. And the balance would be $430.30 if you paid it at the window. Is that your plea of no contest today?
Yes, ma'am.
And then I have a no contest plea on an expired driver's license charge on the same date of stop. The fines and costs are $430.30. Is that your plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there's a driving while license invalid charge from about a few months later, May 3rd of 2021. And the balance is $430.30. And I have a no contest plea. Is that your plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about. I have a few options available for you. I can, if you want to do it, I have community service available for this balance.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I would like to do community service.
Right. It comes to, I've double credited you on the time, and it comes to, believe it or not, 111 hours to satisfy all $2,000 plus on the cases. And I would start with 60 days to see what kind of progress you can bring to me. If you need more time, I can certainly grant you more time. Just bring me what you've gotten done, and I'll give you more time. And what I have available, and I can recall your wants. And what I have available for you is a packet that will show you like what are the rules, and definitely want to read those before you get started.
Yes, I already. You sent me a package for my other community service last month, I believe. So
Okay, all right. So we'll just reiterate that and give it to you. Can you swing by the court sometime today and pick everything up?
yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, we'll have everything at the front desk for you. I can recall your warrants once you sign for it. When you come into the court building, you will not be arrested for coming into court to resolve things. So don't be worried about it, but we do need you to come on in. Are we looking for you this afternoon or this morning?
This morning.
Okay, great. So I will just kind of let the clerk know to try to get that ready for you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And Miss Fuller Swansea, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I absolutely can. No apology necessary. I did receive a plea on a stop sign charge of no contest and a request for a deferral. And then we have an old case with a balance on it that we.
Yes, ma'am. I have a warrant.
Right. We want to get that resolved. So first question is, what can you put, the balance on the warrant case is $444.60. What can you pay towards that balance? So I'm very interested in getting that one.
I was trying to set up a payment plan.
Right. I understand that. But see, the clerk is only authorized to do certain things.
Okay.
I'm the next layer and I have the authority.
Understand.
What I'm trying to find out is what's the down payment that you can put, the most you can put down.
And it has to be today.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer to get it done today. I mean, I'd prefer it to be paid in full, but I'm just trying to see, the problem with a deferred is it's a short-lived item that needs to get paid quickly. But we've got this block in the way, which is this warrant case. So I'm trying to see how quickly can we clear it so that I can try to figure out if I can get you into a deferral, because I would grant it if I can. I absolutely am willing to give you that benefit.
Well, I have 75 to put towards it today.
Okay.
And then I get paid again on Monday.
Okay. And then on Monday, what could you pay?
I could pay 100 on Monday.
Okay. Look.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm just confirming the date is the 23rd on Monday, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then are you paid like every other Monday?
I get paid every week.
Okay. That would leave you with a balance of $269.20. And at that point, we're almost halfway out of it. Not quite. So here's my question. Then every week, could you pay like a minimum of $30 toward that charge after?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's going to be that one. All right. Now, there's two ways to look at this other charge. I don't mind giving you a deferral. I certainly can. The problem with a deferral is that it's short. It's a short-lived thing. So just kind of looking at the calculation, let me just try to figure this out. Wow. Okay. July 4th, we're closed. July 5th, if you will have been paying $50. Okay. And then, $30. Gosh. Okay. Never mind. I don't know that I can get you there. The way that the stop sign charge, the new one would work is I was trying to put payments later, but if I'm getting 3 months out before we start that case, we're just not going to have enough time.
So do you need me to pay more a week?
It would help. It would help me
Okay.
get. So what I'm trying to do is we have this case from 2018.
Right.
I'm trying to clear that out to get you onto this deferral.
Mm-hmm.
The deferral, the max time I have on that is 6 months. Puts you on like a probation period. And I've got to get the deferral paid within that time. And we usually try to do that in the first 3 months. And if you're paying on this other one and can't pay that one, then I've got like a mess that I can't get resolved.
If
you pay the other one off, then the road is really clear and I got a lot of flexibility. So I don't know what you're able to do. Like, I know that you want to slow that payment down on that one, but that one actually has, do I have a hold on the license on that? I'm just checking the status of that one. So give me one more minute. Okay, that one has a hold on your license, and that's why I'm kind of pushing to clear it because I want that to clear and not trigger some kind of, it can eventually trigger a suspension, and I would not have that information at my disposal. You could on the Texas Department of Public Safety website, you can look and see and make sure you were recently stopped and it wasn't suspended. So that's a pretty good sign.
Right. I really honestly thought I was going to get arrested when I got pulled over because of the warrant.
The way that I do my warrants, I don't really always do that because I need a conversation to happen. And I don't always get like the call that I need from jail folks. So, so I really prefer to get people on a meeting like this and just try to resolve it. I'm hoping not to arrest people unless I need to. Now, if I need to, I need to, but you're not really one, you're not one that I have flagged for that purpose because it's
because if I'm in jail, I can't go to work.
Exactly. Right. And, you know, I mean, it's a mixed bag. There are people who act in bad faith. I have not made that determination about your case at all. So really, I'm just trying to get that one resolved, not because I'm offended or anything like that. Things happen. But I am trying to clear it because I have a tendency to grant deferral requests. Okay. I tend to see like, why not? The person can do it. It's going to work out. Things are good. Why not give people that break to keep it off the record? So I usually will bend pretty far to try to get that to happen. But one of my sort of rules of thumb, if you will, is I'm trying to clear anything old up before we start or very quickly within that deferral period so that their deferred is very clean and neat and fits in the box that I like, which is that when I'm signing that dismissal, there's nothing else pending. Right. So that's one of those things that I would like to do, unless there's just like a really good reason that I can't, you know. So what I'm wondering is what's the, like here with your financial affidavit, you know, you're not indigent, so that was clear. And then your partner or spouse was listed with no income. So I assume there's at least some income.
He kind of works for himself.
Right.
And so it's not any way to write a clear income because it differs. You know, some days he works, some days he doesn't.
But I am seeing that your ends are basically met. The only weird thing was that your truck, or it's a truck, is the same payment as your house mortgage, which was, I don't know if that was weird coincidence.
No, my house payment is on a defer. They did a loan modification and for Sally Mae and made it to where it was affordable so that I could afford to pay my house payment as well as my vehicle payment.
Okay.
For the most part.
Okay. So you pay both of those things? Okay. And then you said Sally Mae, is it the loan? It's not for an education loan, is it?
No, ma'am. They're the ones that granted my loan modification to help I mean, it made my house term, further out, like on how long it's gonna take me to pay it off, but at least now it's affordable to where I don't lose my house.
Yeah, right. I'm certainly familiar with Sally Mae, and it's a mixed bag, but it's a good thing if it works in a helpful way. So it sounds like that's the case. Okay, give me one moment. On her old case, can I look at the fines? I want to do a reduction. Okay, I will cut the fines in half, which is right at $60. It's fine. I'm going to do a fine reduction.
Okay.
And I'm not going to know what that's going to look like because we have collection fees. We went to a collection agent, and those are going to get adjusted when we do all of this. So I won't have the final number for like a while, probably till you come up. I'm going to assume that that's going to get us where we need to go. Okay.
Do I have to come to? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
You are going to need to come and sign for your payment.
Can I do that tomorrow morning?
Okay.
Because you're open before I have to be at work, but like because my job doesn't start till 8:45, but y'all are open at 8, so I could come in the morning and sign that first thing, so I don't lose any more time today.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Okay, so that payment plan is going to be $75 tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And then $100 on May 23rd.
Which is Monday. Okay.
Yes, and you can do this online or by phone. And then $30 every Monday after that until it's done.
Okay.
And with the reduction, we probably will get there within a reasonable amount. Now, the problem is then we're moving into your deferral, and that one is $234. And I can grant it. I'm not going to make you take a class. Sorry, I'm making some notes. But you're going to sign this document when you get up here too.
Okay.
And that one will be a little different because I can only break it into 3 payments. And they're going to be $98 each. I'm going to do a little delay on when we start. I'm not entirely sure that you won't be on your payment plan still, but I'm hoping you'll be close to done with it. So we'll start that first payment. It's not going to happen until July 11th. And then I'm actually going to skip like 3 weeks to August 1st. This will all be on your document.
Okay.
And then the final payment would be August 22nd. So it'll skip 3 weeks each time, which is about $30, right? That you can bank each time. And then,
yes,
then your deferral will not end though until October 8th.
Okay.
And we'll have that for you tomorrow at the window to sign.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning. Okay, so that's the rub is what we're going to do is you ought to clear mostly the old case before you start paying on the new case and still be in a deferred, and it'll end and everything will be all wrapped up and done. But in the middle of that deferred, I'll release the hold on your license when the final payment is made, which looks to be about the beginning of July.
Okay. And so the paperwork that I sign tomorrow will have my payment schedule on it to tell me when I need to come and pay.
Yes, there are going to be 2 schedules. One is going to be for the old case, just the schedule. The other will be built into your deferred, and it will be listed there. Those are due. I just read them out to you. Those will be written down on that document, and you'll have a copy of both of those things. Always swing by and pay us in the morning or whenever it suits you. You can always pay early. Okay, not late. Late becomes the problem.
Right.
And you can always pay online on the Temple Municipal Courts section of the City of Temple webpage. We have a pay now option.
Awesome.
Or you can call and pay. or you can swing by where we give you a receipt.
Okay.
If you pay online or by phone, the receipts go into the file, and if you need them, or email. Okay. All right. What questions do you have?
No, I'm good. So
Okay.
I can come tomorrow morning and make that payment and pick up my schedule, so then I'll know when and how to get everything paid.
Yes, ma'am. You'll have a list, and it should go smoothly. Sounds like we've got a plan. This will keep the current one off your record as long as you stay on time with everything.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the other thing is, you can, under the failure to appear section of the DPS website, you can look and see, we've got an open case with you. Once you
Okay.
make that final payment, about every week, I would say, look for it to
Close.
and drop to close, and then you'll know you're done with us.
Okay.
If you have any other courts where you have an issue, you definitely want to check in with those courts, and they'll be listed on that website. Okay. I don't look at that. You can look at that. It's your information.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you need from me?
No, ma'am, Miss Fuller. Do you go by Fuller Swansea or Fuller? You don't
It's either
care?
one.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Fuller Swansea. We'll see you in the morning. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. And then I do want to talk to Teresa Brochu. And Miss Brochu, I hope you can hear me and you can unmute. Are you there?
Ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
Ma'am. I'm good. I was late a little bit this morning. Locked my keys
Sorry?
in my car, but I made it.
Sorry,
I was a little bit late.
Yeah, that's okay. We're good. So I had a few questions. I looked at the information that you sent to the court, and it's all good information. I just needed to answer a few questions. So you actually, the form says that you lost work, and then on the same day you said that you're working at Capital Truck. Are you working at Capital Truck or not working there?
Yes, ma'am, I am. What happened is the owner is a family-owned business, and the father came to me and said that they were running out of money, that they were going to lose everything.
Oh.
Well, then the son stepped up and took over, and he hired me back. It's a little crazy looking, but yes.
Okay. Well, remember that they're required to pay you. And if they're not paying you, you can file a complaint and try to get them to pay you with the,
yes, ma'am.
I believe it's the EEOC. But anyway, just don't not get paid for work that you're doing.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Well, here's the deal. You did request a payment plan, and I don't mind. The problem is I really feel like the better option under your circumstances would be for me to order community service. And if we do that, it's going to be 11 hours of community service to satisfy the whole amount that you owe the court of $200. Okay. And, I could give you a couple of months to turn it in. You could always turn it in early, but it wouldn't be due, and it would not be due till July 19th. And then I see that you live in Belton. I do have a couple of places over there where people do community service that work out. The Expo Center is one of them, and the Scott and White Thrift Store is the other. But also we have some places in Temple where you can do the work. And all I would need from you is just to come by and pick up your packet of information. I think you're close by. I hope you're close. Okay, so we can give you that information. We'll give you a list of places where you can do the work that are already pre-approved. We'll give you a list of rules, and we'll give you a timesheet to keep track of your hours. And if you just get them done and turned in, but anytime, but not later than July 19th, I'll zero out your balance and you'll be done.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rocky road here lately.
I'm so sorry.
I'm making it.
You will make it. I'm so sorry it's been difficult, but we have a path out for you as far as what's happening with the court. And can you come by, or are you still here at the building? Or
I'm here. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
We should be able to get that for you pretty quickly. Give us about 10 or so minutes, and then one of the clerks can
All
get
right,
it.
I will not leave.
Yeah, just
Sit right
come
here.
on back up to the clerk who helped you and let her know that you're looking for your community service paperwork. Okay?
All right. Thank
All
you,
right.
ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Bradshaw. Glad we could get you on the phone. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna
Bye.
hang you up now, okay?
All right, no problems. Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.